40 last year, and I think I had some time to sort of just sit with myself. And my kids have got to a certain age, and I think I got to the point where I was like, God, I've got them all off to school. They sort of get to a certain age, and then I was left with a bit of time on my hands, and I just realised that I'd completely lost touch with who I am as a person. I didn't even know what music I was into anymore, and I just felt that I'd sort of coasted through this period and done a really good job of bringing the kids up and going to this, what is this feeling I've got? I felt like I was missing something. And ultimately, I just realised that the thing that I was missing was me, and that I'd lost myself along the way, and I just needed to find a way of reconnecting with myself, explaining the process of how I did that and got there.
And this is sort of things you've picked up throughout life, right?
Yeah, well, not really throughout life, just in the last few years. And I think going to Australia was a big turning point for me, because it was the first time where I had any amount of time on my own.
Yeah.
You know, I was away from the kids for a couple of weeks, and I was away from my husband, and I just walked into this apartment in Australia and just went, oh my God, I've got all this time on my hands. What am I going to do with myself?
Box sets!
Box sets, yes.
That's what that screams to me.
Box sets and wine.
Yeah, just put your feet up.
Put your feet up. No, but I thought, do you know what? I'm in the land of the alternative here. I'm just going to go and try everything that's on offer and see if anything sits well with me and see if anything feels good. And funnily enough, the more I tried different things, the more I began to reconnect with myself, and the happier I just began to feel. So, you know, whether that was meditation or whether that was sound therapy or all those sorts of things. I can't explain why or how all these things work, but for me, they just do. And it's not something for everybody, but I just know that I feel better for doing it.
OK. And is this something you sort of...
I meditate daily, yeah, and the bowls as much as I can. But, you know, the book, it's not just, you know, it's my toolkit, I guess, of things that work, and that forms part of it. You're just chucking lemons across the
lemon under there. I'll use this one.
Grab another one. But there's, you know, there's other things in there. Some big... Like, the moment I started to, like, tune into myself and unnumb, I started to feel these big emotions, and things like anger started to creep out, and things where I thought, God, this is awful. My husband was like, darling, do you want to step away from that crystal bowl because you're getting angry? I'm not sure this is... I used to show all of them all of the time.
OK.
And for a long time, a lot of this stuff was mine because I just needed it to be. But because I think it's helped me so much, it's quite nice to be able to share it with others. And that's what's been lovely and overwhelming, is the response that it's had, actually. And people are now sharing it with other people, or they're going, oh, my God, I'm buying this for my daughter, or I've given this to my best friends. And that's really special.
Right, I'm going to try that. Very simple.
Wow.
Very fresh tasting. Sorry to throw it at you.
That's not... Service with a smile. This is my first wet walnut experience, which I'm quite looking forward to.
Is it? You're welcome.
Yeah. Yum. Here we go. Wow.
Feel good.
Yeah, I like that. Because the walnuts are still quite punchy, yeah?
Exactly.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
It's really, really delicious.
Really.
Good. What will I... Oh, sorry, Holly.
No, I was going to say, and it's nice to have something that feels like a pesto without being a pesto. Do you know what I mean? Like a difference?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. What will I be making for Holly at the end of the show? Will it be a food heaven? Chicken Kiev. If so, I'm going to stuff chicken breast with...
Ginger ale.
Oh, well.
Given your condition. It's a really, really special rum, this one. So it was blended by master blender Joy Spence to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the estate. And when it says it's 8-year-old reserve, you can imagine, because of the climate out there, things age much more quickly. So if you were aging a Scotch, for example, this would take about 24 years. But here, you only need 8 years to get this kind of evolution in the drink. So you sip it, it's so smooth. Vanilla in there, some spice as well. And obviously that gorgeous sugary hit of rum. So such a lovely match with the dish.
Where is it from, Helen?
It's from Jamaica.
OK.
And so, I mean, obviously, this is one...
Delicious.
The rum is great. This is so good. That whipped ganache on the top is so lovely. Thank you.
Really
You're welcome.
Good. Really good. Right, time to catch up with Nigel Slater now on